We will continue with nomenclature of alcohol, phenols and ethers. So in today's lecture we will see nomenclature of alcohols first. Okay. We are going to see nomenclature of monohydric alcohols. We are going to see for polyhydric alcohols, and we are going to see for cyclic alcohols also. Okay. Now, monohydric alcohols. Monohydric alcohols. In that again, we are going to see common cysteine, then carbinol cysteine and IUPAC cysteine. We are going to see for all these common cysteine. Then we are going to see carbinol cysteine, and then we will continue with IUPAC cysteine. So what is common cysteine for monohydric alcohols? In common cysteine, alcohols are named as alkene alcohols. Means if alcohol is CH3OH, the name will be methyl alcohol, alkene alcohol. If it is C2H5OH, it will be alkene alcohol, ethyl alcohol. Very simple, common cysteine. Carbinol cysteine. What is carbinol? Carbinol is methanol. Carbinol is basically methanol, methyl alcohol. Okay. So all the other alcohols are considered to be derivatives of carbinol. Means if you are going to remove hydrogen atom from carbinol, one hydrogen atom from carbinol, suppose this one, by another methyl group, it will be basically carbinol. Derived from carbinol by removing hydrogen atom by methyl group, methyl carbinol. What it is? Methyl carbinol. Similarly, we can have, if two hydrogen atoms are substituted by two different groups, isn't it? It is possible. Then alphabetically you have to name. It is ethyl, alphabetically first, ethyl, methyl, basically carbinol. Okay, so is carbinol cysteine, and now we will go to important IUPAC cysteine. Okay, now for IUPAC cysteine, you have to follow certain rules. For IUPAC cysteine, you have to follow certain rules. See, if you have simple alcohols like methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, which are common names, okay, they are named as alkanols. Alkanols means what? Ending E of the name of the alkane is cancelled and it is substituted by OL. See, in general alkanes, isn't it? Ending E is cancelled and substituted by OL, alkanols. Alkanol. So, in this particular alcohol, we have one carbon atom, and therefore base alkane is methane. Base alkane is methane, isn't it? So, from methane, E of the methane is replaced by OL, it becomes methanol. Okay. In the second compound, we have two carbon atoms in alcohol, isn't it? So it is basically ethane. Ending E of ethane is substituted by what? OL. That becomes ethanol. See carefully, methanol, ethanol. Okay, these are simple alcohols. But if you have a complicated alcohol in which we can have different substituents also, then we have to follow certain rules. Okay. For example, I will explain with the help of one example. How many carbon atoms are there? 7 carbon atoms are there. Okay. So CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Is this alcohol? No, this is not alcohol. This is alkane. Now see what I am doing. Now from one of the carbon atom, see, is this alcohol? Yes, it contains OH group, so it is alcohol, isn't it? So if you want to name such a complicated, you can say, or lengthy alcohol, you have to follow certain rules. So which are the rules? First of all, you have to see the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing OH group. See what I am saying? You have to select first of all the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing OH group. See, if you will select this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This contains 7 carbon atoms. But if you will select this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't it? It contains only 6 carbon atoms. But what is the rule? The chain is selected in such a way which will contain OH group. Longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing OH group is selected. So we cannot select this particular chain which contains 7 carbon atoms because it is not having any OH group. This particular chain which contains 6 carbon atoms, we have to select. Even if it contains 6 carbon atoms, it contains OH group, and therefore we have to select this particular chain as the longest continuous chain. Okay, rule number 1. Rule number 2, you have to number the chain. You have to number the chain. This particular chain we have selected now, isn't it? This particular chain we have selected. Now there are 2 ends to this chain, this carbon atom and this carbon. The 2 terminal carbon atoms are there. So from which end you are going to number the chain? The rule is, the numbering is done from that end. The numbering is done from that end out of 2 which is nearer to OH group. So this carbon atom will be naturally number 1. Isn't it? This carbon atom will be 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Isn't it? Basically this is hexane. Basically this is hexane. Isn't it? So write the name of the alkane, hexane. We have seen already how alcohol, the names are derived. Ending E of the alkane is substituted by OL, isn't it? Now here in such compounds we have to indicate the position of OH group also. Okay, so it is present at the first carbon atom, and that particular locant is given as subscript before OL, hexane 1 all, hexane 1 all, isn't it? Now you can see this is the substituent, one more substituent at second carbon atom, which is that 2 carbon wala alkyl group, that is C2H5, isn't it? Ethyl. So actually it is what? It is 2-ethyl hexane 1 all. It is 2-ethyl hexane 1 all. That is the correct name of the compound. So we are seeing different rules for naming alcohols, monohydroxy alcohols, isn't it? Common system also we have seen, carbonyl system also we have seen, and IUPAC system also we have seen. Now we will go for polyhedric alcohols. We will go for polyhedric alcohols. Now suppose we have polyhedric alcohol as we have seen in classification, CH2OH, CH2OH, dihedric alcohol. So what will be the name? It contains 2 carbon atoms. So the base alkane is ethane. What we have done in monohydric alcohols? In monohydric alcohols, we have removed this E and it is replaced by OL. That is not done over here. Here, E of the alkane is retained. You have to keep it as it is, ethane, isn't it? Then, after that, you have to indicate the positions of OH groups 1 and 2. 2 carbon atoms are there in chain, and therefore 1 and 2 or 1 and 2. So ethane 1, 2, and how many OH groups are there? 2 in number, na? So instead of writing only OL, you have to write diol. Ethane 1, 2 diol. One more example we will take. If you have 3 carbon atoms in a chain, and if you are going to remove one hydrogen atom, so you have to number the chain. So what will be the name? Propane. Complete name you have to write. We are not going to remove that E. Propane. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And how many? Triol. 3 OH groups are there. Triol. Propane. 1, 2, 3. Triol. Okay. You can number from this end or this end. 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. So this is for polyhedric alcohols. And now you are going to apply cyclic alcohols are also there. Very simple. Cyclic alcohols. See, if you have this particular cyclic alcohol, so what you have to do? You have to see first of all how many carbon atoms are there. 1, 2, 3, isn't it? CH2, CH2, CHOH. So 3 carbon atoms are there, so it is propane, but it is cyclopropane, isn't it? So the name is cyclopropane is removed and substituted by oil, cyclopropanol. We can have a compound like this also. Here we have OH and here we have C2H5. Then what can be the name? See, OH carrying carbon atom is always given number 1. You have to number here. Here there was no need of numbering, isn't it? So this will be 2. So it is 2-ethyl. How many carbon atoms are there? 5. Cyclopentanol. Cyclopentane 1 all. See carefully. 2-ethyl cyclopentane 1 all. Okay, this is cyclic system. Cyclic compounds. And what we are going to do now? I will give you some examples which are given in your textbook. And you are going to write down common names and IUPAC names for those compounds. So first of all, first 5 compounds I will write. CH3OH. Common name also and IUPAC name also. Second is CH3CH2OH. CH3 CH2 CH2OH. CH3 CH2 CHOH CH3. CH3 CH CH3 CH2OH. We can have some examples of alcohols I have written. Okay, common system and IUPAC system. So what is the common name of the first compound? Methyl alcohol, alkyl alcohol, isn't it? This is methyl alcohol. What is the second one? It is ethyl alcohol, isn't it? You know this. Then third one, see in the third compound, OH can be at the first carbon atom, it can be at the second carbon atom also. In the first 2 compounds, there was no question like that because OH group here, it can be at this carbon atom or this carbon atom, we will get the same name. But propane onwards, you have to indicate the position of OH group also. So you have to number the chain. You know the rules now. 1, 2, 3, isn't it? So what it is? Propane. We are giving for IUPAC system. We have to number. Common name will be. What will be the common name? Ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol, N-propyl alcohol. What it is? N-propyl alcohol. Okay. What is the common name of this particular compound? So if you observe, if you remember last year's 1, 2, 3, 4, this is a continuous chain, isn't it? Basically, what it is? It is butane, isn't it? And from butane, from non-terminal carbon atom, one of the hydrogen atom is removed. Okay. So non-terminal means you have to consider the nature of carbon atom. This is secondary in nature. So secondary butyl alcohol. What it is? Secondary butyl alcohol. This one, see carefully. 1, 2, 3. This is isobutane. Basically, it is isobutane, isn't it? So from isobutane, we have removed hydrogen atom from terminal carbon atom. So you have to go to base name. Isobutanol. What it is? Isobutanol. Last year all these things we have seen, isn't it? And we have revised also. This one, see the nature of this carbon atom, tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol. Are you getting? Now we will see IUPAC naming alkanols. So this is methanol. What it is? Methanol. Ending E of the alkane is substituted by OH. This is ethanol. What it is? Ethanol. This is 1, 2, 3. So propane 1 all. What it is? Propane 1 all. Now 1, 2, 3. Isn't it? What it is? It is 1 methyl propane 1 all. Isn't it? See carefully. Longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing OH group is selected. 1, 2, 3. Isn't it? It is numbered nearer to the OH group 1, 2, 3. And this is actually substituent at first carbon atom. So it is 1 methyl. Basically it is propane. So propane 1 all. Isn't it? See this compound. Again, longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing OH group is selected. 1, 2, 3. Or you can take 1, 2, 3. Numbering 1, 2, 3. Isn't it? So what it is? Basically propane. Isn't it? From propane, from second carbon atom, hydrogen atom is substituted by methyl group. And at first position we have OH. So it is 2 methyl. Instead of 1 methyl, we have 2 methyl. Propane 1 all. Propane E is removed. It is substituted by locant. Propane 1 all. The last compound. Longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. See 1, 2 only. This is 1, 2, 3. Isn't it? So number it 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. What is the name? 2. Basically it is propane. What it is? Basically it is propane. From propane, one of the hydrogen atom is substituted by, at second position, one of the hydrogen atom is substituted by methyl group and another hydrogen atom is substituted by OH group. So it becomes 2 methyl propane 2 all. What it is? 2 methyl propane 2 all. Isn't it? See the compounds carefully and their names also. And we will have 2 more compounds which will, these are monohydroxy alcohols. Isn't it? Or these are monohydroxy alcohols. And now we will continue with polyhydroxy alcohols. Okay. Already we have discussed the names of polyhydroxy alcohols. The one example I will give you: CH2, CH2, OH, OH. Okay. What is the rule? Complete name of the alkane is written. 2 carbon, it is 2 carbon alkane, so it is ethane. So complete name is written, is not removed. Then positions of OH group 1, 2, isn't it? 2 in number and therefore diol. These are polyhydroxy alcohols. 1 propane, ethane, 1, 2 diol. Are you getting all of you? So this is about the common name of this particular compound was ethylene glycol. Propane 1, 2 diol, ethylene glycol. So this is the end of common IUPAC system for alcohols. Okay. And in the next video, we will see for phenols and ethers, their IUPAC system. Thank you.